Welcome into Live in the Bay. We have a great show for you today. Coming up, Project Open Hand marks 40 years of healing through food, how you can join in on their mission, nourishing our most vulnerable neighbors. And Make-A-Wish Greater Bay Area is celebrating their 10,000th wish. We'll get the details on the Walk for Wishes event and how you can join in to help. Then the latest gadgets and fashion picks to upgrade your summer. We'll get the top picks from Shop Don's Corner. Plus, meet the cheese company that's been crafting award-winning wheels since the gold rush. We're tasting 160 years of California history with Marin French Cheese Co. There's so much happening today on Live in the Bay. Welcome into Live in the Bay. So glad you could join us today. I'm Jessica Wills. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you all are having a great week. We have such a fun lineup of guests today that I'm excited to get to. But before we do that, you know how we like to get this show started here. Let's get you caught up in anything that you may have missed with In Case You Missed It. The magical world of Harry Potter is expanding with the first look at some of the Weasley family. HBO Max released this photo on Instagram, shouting out each new face, announcing the lineup of Ron, Fred, George, Percy, and Ginny. And how cute are these photos? I mean, they just look like, first of all, they look a darling. They're so adorable, but I know that fans are excited just even getting a glimpse of all of these characters. They went on in the post even joking that Charlie Weasley is in Romania at the moment, as fans know that Charlie in the books was away studying dragons. So production of the show is underway with an early 2027 release set. And I know Harry Potter fans are so excited about that one. All right, did you know that New York City is 400 years old? That's right, the Big Apple is celebrating 400 years in a musical way in Times Square this year with free performances. So fun. September 7th is the day, and all the biggest names and shows and artists will be there to pay tribute to the traditions of Broadway, promising to celebrate the past, the present, and the future. From Aladdin, the Book of Mormon, the Buena Vista Social Club, and Moulin Rouge to MJ the Musical, Lion King, and Harry Potter. Promoters and organizers say, come rain or shine, the 90-minute show will go on. So much fun. Very, very cool if you get a chance to go check that out. All right.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
He's coming. He's flying in for one night only. Here's, you know, what better way to maximize the biggest screen that we have in the city than for a hero this big, someone that's really set for IMAX, this premium showing. So we're really excited to just kind of see the full takeover at Oracle Park.
You heard that right. Look up, San Francisco. Superman is flying into Oracle Park for one night and one night only. Tickets are on sale after the park saw massive success with previous movie nights, including Barbie in 2023 and Beetlejuice in 2024. Organizers told us that Oracle Park will use all of its lights and screens for a 360-degree movie experience. So cool what they can do with technology now, right? And guests have the choice to watch from either the field or the lower box. So general admission is $28 and VIP is $85. You'll definitely want to get there early if you go, because the first 200 guests to enter the ballpark will get a Superman Funko Pop. So great souvenir to take home there. I know that those are always so much fun. All right, well, Hollywood.
You alone will condemn us if you wish, and you alone will be held responsible by me.
Hollywood is remembering British actor Terence Stamp. Stamp is best known for taking on the iconic supervillain character of General Zod in Superman 1 and 2. The role came more than a decade after Stamp was nominated for an Oscar for his supporting role in the film Billy Budd. And his final role was in the 2021 horror thriller Last Night in Soho. According to a statement from his family, Stamp died Sunday morning in London, but they weren't sure, they didn't specify exactly how, and he was 87 years old. All right, well, GalaxyCon took over San Jose this past weekend. It's a festival for the fandom with celebrities, writers, fan groups, and more, celebrating all things comic books and pop culture. KRON4's Jada Montez was there to capture all the excitement and spoke to a few big names in the industry, too. Take a look.
This isn't an energy drink. I'm freaking out.
Turn the thing and look at the people. See, everybody has a smile on their face here, you know, and I get to spend time with people that I would never meet in real life and share what I do with them, and that's the best part about it.
The travel is fun, going to places I've never been, but the people, the whole reason I started doing this is to, like, connect with people, meet people face to face.
It's been fantastic, exhilarating, they appreciate it. It's nice to see that, especially in San Jose, you got such over 20,000 people, the excitement. I'm having a lot of fun because it's in my backyard.
Oh my God, you know I grew up here in the Bay Area. I grew up here, I grew up in Livermore, still counts as the Bay. It's the furthest east, I think the East Bay goes, but I'm still a Bay Area person, and I always will be.
This is a great con, it's super cool. The guys and I come to San Jose all the time because Al's family here, the crowds are great. I just like meeting people. I am also a comic book fan, so I like seeing a lot of the people that are here. I get starstruck with a lot of people that are here today.
Like Joey Fatone.
Like Fatone, who's more handsome in person than I remember.
It's very overwhelming and exhausting, but it's like the energy here is like next level amped.
I just had an incredible moment with the young guy who wants to be an actor and his sister. And so I got to speak to him about, at 24 years old, what he should probably be doing with his life and how to go about getting what he wants.
My favorite moment is the panel when I do the Q&As, because I can just see the moderator go with the questions and just throw them out because they just go off the rails, and it's fun. And the audiences are just like screaming at me.
Honestly, I just get to work alongside stars like Giancarlo Esposito and Will Shatner, and it's crazy to be among them. I used to film videos here in San Jose just for fun when I was a broke college student, so to be signing autographs for doing it professionally is mind-blowing, and I never thought I'd be here. And so it's nice to come back home and to be looked at the way I always wanted to be looked at when I was still living here.
I'm having dinner with Lou Ferrigno tonight. That's freaking awesome.
Well, last night I went to the Brazilian steakhouse. You know, they cut the meat. Yeah, so tonight I'll probably eat more, but I love this town. It's great.
You ate my enchilada! I'm like, yes, that's something I said!
Great recap there from Jada. And Jada let me know actually that this is such a very cool, unique event. All the celebrities are just there at their booths, kind of out in the wild, as I described it. You get to go up and just, wait in line to see them, talk to them, get an autograph. So definitely very interactive, very personal that you get to sit and talk with them and just have a little moment with everyone. So very, very cool if you want to check that out in the future. All right, that's going to lead us right into today's question of the day. Today, we want to know if you could spend a few minutes chatting with any celebrity, who would you pick? Go ahead and scan the QR code that you see there on the screen, or go to our social media pages at Instagram and Facebook at Live in the Bay TV to answer. We'd love to hear from you. All right, for me, I kind of have an obvious answer that I just want to stay away from. If you know, you know. I was trying to think, what celebrity would I love to just sit down, chit chat with, and have some time with? For me, I think I might have already said this before, but it's going to be Jimmy Fallon. I just think that he is so cool, so down to earth. I listened to a podcast that he was on recently, and he said, he makes it a point to get down every show and talk to all of his guests and just make sure that he spends a little bit of time with them. And I just think that he's so hilarious. I think just because he's super down to earth, so funny, and I could probably learn a tip or two from him. I would love to sit down and pick his brain. Jimmy Fallon, you are welcome here on Live in the Bay anytime. We'd love to have you. But now I want to hear your answer. The QR code is right there in the corner of your screen. Scan that, send us your answer, and we may just shout it out a little bit later in the show. We have so much here to come still on Live in the Bay, but for now, let's go over to John and get a check-in on this weather.
Lots of sunshine out there today. Hopefully you get a chance to enjoy it, because tomorrow you're probably not going to want to be in the sun too much, rather finding the shade as much as possible. Your Berkeley Hills camera looking nice and crystal clear today with nothing but sun all the way out to the coastline. Low pressure area to the north of us has been the moderating effect on temperatures, but this high pressure ridge, as we've been talking about, is what's going to be building in and really contributing to the warmth that makes its way into the picture, really starting tomorrow and for the rest of the week after. after that. 60s to 70s in San Francisco today, 60s right along the coastline, and then 70s to 80s elsewhere. Millbrae at 71, Burlingame 72 degrees, while San Carlos and Redwood City both at 77 for your daytime highs. South Bay temperatures reaching into the 80s with San Jose and Santa Clara both at 81 degrees. Livermore 86, Fremont, Hayward on up through Oakland and up to Richmond, all in the 70s along the East Bay shoreline. Temperatures in the North Bay, Vacaville, you will barely reach the 90s today, which is something that a lot of us will be doing starting tomorrow through Friday for the weekend, with triple digits even for a lot of inland areas, especially on Thursday, which will be the very hottest one. Temps after that do back off the gas pedal a little bit with 70s, 80s to low 90s into the rest of the weekend.
Thank you so much for that, John. And me personally, I'm excited to see all of those high temps, and I will be soaking in the sun. Hopefully you guys are excited about those warm temps as well. Make sure that you stay hydrated over the days to come. Thanks, John. Still to come on the show, using food like medicine to help Bay Area communities live healthier lives. The Project Open Hand joins us to celebrate their 40th anniversary. And later, tradition, innovation, and a whole lot of cheese. Marin French Cheese Co. is in the house, and we're celebrating a huge milestone with them as well. All of that and so much more when Live in the Bay returns in 2 minutes. Stay with us. Welcome back. Providing nutritious meals and groceries to those in critically ill neighborhoods and older adults. That's what Project Open Hand is all about. The nonprofit that serves counties across the Bay is celebrating their 40th anniversary. Here to tell us all about their organization and how they are celebrating the milestone is Alberto Cortez, the Vice President and Fund Development and Community Affairs. Great to have you here at Live in the Bay.
Thank you, Jessica. It's lovely to be here.
Oh my goodness. Tell me what Project Open Hand is all about and who you serve.
Project Open Hand's purpose is to provide nutritious food, medically tailored food to folks who are living with critical illnesses, folks who are seniors, who are whose lives can be made better with our nutrition intervention. We provide grocery services, we have a congregate meal program that serves the whole city. We do home delivered meals, and our interventions are based on research that shows that our medically appropriate meals can actually improve the health and well-being of the people that we serve. So,
wow, yeah. I want to talk about that a little bit more because
sure.
You guys say food is medicine.
Yes.
And so what exactly does that mean?
That means that there are alternatives to improving people's health and well-being for a fraction of the cost of what it costs to provide health care. We also, our interventions also provide a sense of hope to we served over 14,000 people last year. Mm-hmm. And these are folks that are receiving a service that also reflects care and love from the people that provide it. And it provides hope for folks that are oftentimes living challenging lives. And so we're happy to be able to do that. But it is the work of a community for us to do our work, mm-hmm. which is why we have a major fundraiser coming up to help us continue to express our mission and have an impact in the greatest lives that we possibly can.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are hitting a huge milestone this year,
yes.
40 years of serving the community.
Yes.
What does that milestone mean to the organization?
It's a statement of resilience and longevity. It also speaks to a community that has supported this organization for all those decades. Project Open Hand started in response to the AIDS epidemic in the mid-'80s, taking care of people that were otherwise ignored or shunned. And that spirit of giving and taking care of folks that may otherwise be dismissed has been the guide of our organization for years, where we have evolved in our services to provide services to people with other conditions like diabetes, heart disease, chronic kidney disease, but always in that spirit of saying, here we are to take care of you and take care of your need and know that you are important.
You just mentioned it a little bit ago, this gala coming up.
Yes.
That is going to be a celebration. What can people expect?
We are going to have a fun evening of music, of live auctions, of wonderful food, and hopefully of raising a lot of money for Project Open Hand. In this time when government funding is of question and sometimes reduced, where the cost of providing meals has increased 20% in the last 4 years, the demand for our services continues to increase, these events become really important for us. So we're looking to create an inspiring event where people will come and have a good time and feel generous enough to give us their hard-earned resources.
Yes, give back to a community and to deserving people who will, you guys will put the funds to good use to support everyone. I love that. How can people get involved? You know, besides going to the gala, if somebody wants to get involved, I'm sure you guys are always looking for help. What can they do?
We provide a great opportunity for volunteering. Volunteers have been an important part of the culture and mission of the organization. And there is research also that shows that volunteering actually makes you a happier person and expands your life expectancy. So not to mention having a lovely experience volunteering at our organization for a mission that is worthy.
What is some of the outcomes that you've seen from the clientele that you help and serve?
Yes.
What changes have you seen from them?
We see people that come out the other side with gratitude for the service they receive. Many of our volunteers have actually been clients of ours in the past, where once their health and well-being has improved, they actually come and volunteer with us. We get input from clients about how the food we provide can make a difference in their daily lives, of making a difference between paying rent and having to buy food, making the difference in needing to not have to worry about food and taking care of their health challenges with greater focus. And just simply expressing the gratitude for the fact that our intervention was part of a formula that made their lives better.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. I love that you can see exactly how you are helping the community. You shared with me that you've been in the nonprofit space for a very long time, and Project Open Hand actually brought you out of retirement to come back to work for them. What was it about Project Open Hand that, really sat with you and wanted to make you be a part of this?
The obvious piece is the mission. The less obvious piece is the culture, the values of the organization, the way in which the organization expresses its mission, feels aligned with who I am and my sense of purpose in this world, whatever that might be.
Yeah, I want to touch one more time on the gala, details of the gala and where people can get more information about that and just information to help.
You're going to get the best information from our website, which is www.openhand.org. Our event is on September 12th, which is a Friday from 6 p.m. on. We're going to have live music, silent auction items, wonderful food, and are bringing together a group of really wonderful people to have a lovely time.
Yeah. Alberto, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I know that it's going to be a fantastic event, and I thank you for sharing it with us.
Jessica, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, of course. To learn more about Project Open Hand's upcoming 40th anniversary celebration and how you can get involved, you can head to our website. That's liveinthebay.tv. Coming up, the story behind Make-A-Wish Greater Bay Area's 10,000th wish and how you can join in on the celebration at their annual Walk for Wishes event. We'll have the details. And as we head to break, you can still answer our question of the day. Scan the QR code there. Today we are asking, if you could spend a few minutes chatting with any celebrity, who would you pick? Let us know, and your answer could be read a little bit later in the show. But don't go anywhere. Live in the Bay is coming right back. Make-A-Wish Greater Bay Area has been granting life-changing wishes to children facing critical illnesses for over 4 decades. This month, they're celebrating a huge milestone, granting their 10,000th wish, which they'll be celebrating at the Walk for Wishes. Here to share more from Make-A-Wish Greater Bay Area is Tiffany Rowe.
Yes.
Yes, sorry. How do you say your last name?
Rao.
Tiffany Rao. I
fine.
apologize.
I respond to all of it.
Thank you for being here at Live in the Bay.
Sure.
We love having you, and this is such a huge milestone, 10,000th wish.
Yes.
Talk to me about what it means to be celebrating 10,000 wishes.
I mean, for our chapter, it means everything, right? I mean, we have been, we just recently celebrated our 40th anniversary last year. And the beautiful thing about the Make-A-Wish mission is that it is always new. Like, we grant every single one of our wishes as if it is the only and the first.
Yeah.
And so the 10,000th wish is an incredible milestone for our entire chapter, for our donors, our volunteers, our staff, our board. Yeah, we celebrate each and every one, but 10,000 is a fun number.
Yeah, such a fun number. And for you, your connection to Make-A-Wish is incredibly personal. Tell me a little bit about your story and how you bring that into your leadership today in the program.
Sure. Well, I am a wish kid. So in 1988, my wish was granted up in the Washington State chapter. And at that time, I was fighting bone marrow failure. And my wish experience, all those years ago, I'll be 53 in November, which I celebrate every single year I'm given because they are bonus.
Yeah.
And my wish experience really changed the way that I viewed my life. It really taught me the both and, that I could be in this very difficult struggle and also remember that I was 15 and had hopes and dreams and could feel joy. And so for me, my Make-A-Wish experience, changed a lot of the way I view even my life now today.
Yeah.
So I have been involved for 35 plus years. I currently chair our local board, and I will give back every day I'm given.
Yeah, incredible. Thank you so much for sharing that. You know, there's always just so much more meaning for somebody who has been on one side, we kind of talked about a little bit earlier, and, you know, makes it to the other side to be able to give back in a way. So it's extremely personal and just incredible. So thank you. You guys have an event coming up this weekend.
Yep.
Tell me about the Walk for Wishes.
So the Walk for Wishes is back. We were back for the first time in a long time last year, and it will be even bigger and better this year. It's being held this Saturday down at Vasona Lake County Park in Los Gatos. And we'll gather in the morning and have a huge celebration. We'll celebrate our 10,000th wish, which was Zoe and her family traveling to Korea with a sprinkle of K-pop magic. And then we will have the walk, which is a little over a mile, and then a second celebration, food trucks and music, and so it's really a way for us to bring our entire Wish community together. We have a lot of events throughout the year, but this is an opportunity for so many of our Wish families to return and celebrate with us because it's very family friendly and just a lot of fun. It's going to be a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And so you can still join us.
I was just going to say, can people still register and
absolutely
sign up and join in?
Yeah. So wish.org/Greater Bay. It's right there on our webpage. And so yeah, please do join us. The more the merrier.
Awesome. And in addition to this event, you guys are granting, I read, over 300 wishes a year. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So you must mean that you're always looking for volunteers and help. How can people get involved if they can't make the Walk for Wishes event?
Oh, thank you for asking. I think what we would love is for everybody to follow us on, check in on our webpage, follow us on our socials. We are always advertising ways that people can get involved. Contributions, of course, are always welcome. And our volunteers are amazing. They do absolutely everything from stuffing wish bags to granting the wishes themselves. And we are always in particular need of Spanish-speaking volunteers. We serve from the Oregon border down to Monterey County and a very diverse population of families. And so, Spanish speaking is always helpful. And really, just come on out to any one of our events. And we often need help even in the office. So any time or talent you have to give, we welcome it.
Yes, absolutely. You touched on it a little bit briefly earlier, but I'd love to dive deep into this 10,000th wish. I know you said every single wish is so special, but let's highlight this milestone one. Tell me about the 10,000th.
Yes.
10,000th wish.
Yes. So Zoe is a local child. She's from Alameda. She's 13. She wished to go to Korea with her family and have a really beautiful, deep experience there in the country and the culture. She is, 13, so K-pop is a thing, and so there was definitely some really special K-pop experiences, where she could go and experience the music and the culture and the fashion, and so they had a beautiful week. They went on right at the beginning of this month, and they just returned. She has cancer as her diagnosis, and each and every one of our Wish kids, they are resilient and determined, right? And she is no exception.
Yeah.
And so for them, they had a beautiful week as a family in a place that they'd always wanted to visit. International travel is actually a very frequent wish, and it's always really special to hear about each individual child's experience. So Zoe and her family will be with us this weekend in Los Gatos, and sharing the details of her experience right from her family, and we're thrilled to welcome her there.
Yes. Well, Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us and sharing a little bit about your story. I know the event is going to be incredible for everyone there, the Wish families, the organization, all the volunteers, and even Raina, our Raina will be there.
That's right.
Yes, just thank you for joining us here and sharing a little bit more about it. I appreciate
thank you. We really appreciate the support.
Yes, of course. All right. If you want to learn more about the Walk for Wishes and Make-A-Wish Greater Bay Area and how you can get involved, head to our website, liveinthebay.tv. We'll post the links to their website there. All right, when we come back, it's time to go back to Pandora with the third installment of James Cameron's Avatar franchise. We'll take a look at the trailer for Avatar, Fire and Ash, introducing a new Na'vi tribe twists and turns for the Sully family. Don't go anywhere. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Live in the Bay. I'm Jessica Wills. Still to come on the show, the latest and greatest finds of the season to keep you cool and stylish. We have the hottest picks from the summer from Shop Don's Corner. Plus, we're tasting 160 years of California history with America's oldest cheese company, Marin French Cheese Co. Sounds delicious. Can't wait for that. But first, let's see what you had to say about our question of the day today. We asked, if you could spend a few minutes chatting with any celebrity, who would you pick? And my answer was Jimmy Fallon. But now I want to see what you, the viewers, had to say. Let's bring in our first viewer. This one comes from Kiani from San Francisco, who says, Lisa from the K-pop group Blackpink. She is everything. Oh yes, I know that this is such a popular group, and I just know that, yes, they're phenomenal. We know that they're all over the place, so definitely she's an icon. Thanks, Kiani, for that answer. Let's bring in our next viewer. This one comes from Beatrice from Concord, who said Pedro Pascal because, duh, I would only talk to him in Spanish. Ooh, I like that. That sounds pretty fun, actually, having a conversation with Pedro in Spanish. Thank you, Beatrice, for that answer. Let's bring in our next viewer. This one comes from Sophia from Morgan Hill, who said Dev Patel because I'm in love with him. I would love to see that conversation happening. I feel like when you have your crush, sometimes you're so nervous in front of them. So I would like to watch that conversation. But definitely fun answers. Thank you to everyone who sent in their answers today. We always love to hear from you. Every day you get a chance to interact with us on our show with our viewer voice. We post our question of the day on our social media pages on Instagram and Facebook at Live in the Bay TV, and you can always scan the QR code that you see right there on the screen as well. All right, the world of Avatar is expanding into Fire and Ash. James Cameron's dazzling third installment follows the Sully family after losing their eldest son, and it also introduces a new Na'vi tribe far different from the last two films. Here's your first look.
strength of the ancestors is here.
You cannot live like this, baby. In hate.
If there is something you can do, then you must do it. The children. No, Spider. And we will find another way. Your goddess has no dominion here.
We can see from that the new Na'vi tribe lives in a volcanic region at Pandora with a unique relationship to fire and ash. And I feel like they've covered all the elements. The first movie had an earth tribe, the second a water tribe. And even though this focuses on fire tribe, I thought I saw an air in there. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. If you want to check it out, this will hit theaters this December. When we come back here on Live in the Bay, the latest gadgets and fashion picks to upgrade your summer. We're getting the season's trendiest finds from Shop Don's Corner. And as we head to break, here's a live look outside. Beautiful shot there, the Exploratorium. Stay with us, Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. Dawn McCarthy from Shop Don's Corner always has the latest and greatest to hit the market, from innovative gadgets to trendy fashion and beauty picks. She joined us to share her favorite picks to make your summer easier, cooler, and a whole lot more fun. Take a look.
And let's start off with Blissy. Now, do you sleep on a silk pillowcase?
I do, actually.
Okay, because these ones are 100% mulberry silk, pure mulberry silk. I love that, and they've just released for the summertime. Look at this new peach and blush color that they have there. They also...
I love how this feels.
Isn't that feel beautiful? It looks gorgeous on you, too.
Let me just...
I love it. And what basically silk pillowcases do for you, it helps with your fine lines and wrinkles, better for your hair, better for your skin. Men love these as well. These are their new release colors for summer, like I said, in that pretty blush and peach color. They have a new quilted sleep mask down below, and they've released these scrunchies. This is going to be gorgeous in your hair. It'll match today with the little pearl. See how it's a nice little pearl to it. So again, they have over 100 and I believe it's 120,000 five-star reviews on this. And again, they're antibacterial, they're temperature regulating. They are just an amazing thing to have. They have a great sale right now too because they're celebrating an anniversary. So go check out their website at blissy.com.
Anything that's helping with fine lines and wrinkles and making your hair pretty, sign me up. So that is incredible. Okay, what else do we have?
Now, are you a Target girl?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, who isn't a Target girl? So head on over to Target. This is Lano Lips, and this is right here. This is their mini strawberry lip duo ritual. So you're gonna find this. This is for under $10, and this is just in that little shopping aisle where all the little minis are located.
Yeah.
So you can go pick it up. So in this is, I actually have the lip gloss on kind of right now. Really hydrating, really pretty for the summertime, and it has a lip scrub. So there's a little 2-pack in there, so you can use the lip scrub, then you can use the actual like lip gloss and keep it nice and hydrating. They're great to put in your beach bag, your car, your purse. These go everywhere with me, and for under $10, yes, please, like I said, at the hot, the summertime, we got to keep our lips hydrated.
Keep your lips moisturized. I feel like these are all the rage. You see them all over social media right now.
Yes.
Love these. So
and it's nice, easy. 1, 2. It makes you like easy with the steps. Scrub scrub,
Yeah.
and then go for it. Next, I'm so excited about this product.
Okay.
This is Moritech Beauty, and that's M-O-R-I-T-E-K. You're gonna wanna write this down because anybody in Hollywood, anybody that walks a red carpet uses this spray.
Ooh,
so
what is
this
it? Tell me more.
This is being hailed as Botox in a bottle.
What?
So everyone's trying to get away from the fillers. So what I'm gonna do is, so when you go home, I want you to just kind of take half of your face and go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
But for us right now on TV, we're gonna spray our whole face, and this is going to firm, lift, and tighten. And you can put it over makeup, but obviously we want you to put it on before you put your makeup with a nice clean face, and you can use your own creams right afterwards. So you're just gonna go spray, spray, spray,
spray this?
and look at her eyes, and my eyes are open because there's nothing harmful in this.
Okay.
That it can go in your mouth, it can go in your eyes. It's not gonna harm you or hurt you. This is a must-have. They have a little duo pack right now on their website that they're doing a great bargain on. So no more need for fillers. Check out their bundle. But I have brought you a true Hollywood secret that nobody knows about. You're going to want this keeping it after when you go out.
I'm
After,
taking this with me.
after the show, you're gonna wanna keep this in your bag at all time because you wanna keep your makeup refreshed. It's really hydrating. I love it. I can't get enough of Moritech.
Okay, that's a good tip. Dawn literally always has the latest and greatest goods to hit the market. So if you want to learn more, head to liveinthebay.tv. We have links to Dawn's website on there. After the break, meet the cheese company that's been crafting award-winning wheels since the gold rush. We're serving up the story and the flavor behind Marin French Cheese Co. And as we head to break, here's a look at what you can catch tonight right here on KRON4. Stay right there. Live in the Bay is coming right back. Born during California's gold rush and still crafting cheese on the same historic ranch, Marin French Cheese Co. is America's oldest cheese company, celebrating 160 years of tradition, taste, and innovation. Joining us now to celebrate this historic milestone from Marin French Cheese Co. is Bonnie Kaufman. Bonnie, thanks for being here at Live in the Bay.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
This is so much fun, and 160 years is so historic and incredible. Tell me what this milestone means to you guys.
I mean, yes, to work for a 106-year-old cheese company is really something unique. This year in particular, since we were celebrating the anniversary, it gave us an opportunity to dig into some of our historic articles, packaging, and I think it's just really resonating with our team, like how historic the brand is.
Yes.
And it's really an honor and a responsibility that, you know, we enjoy, but we don't take lightly.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to talk a little bit about the origin story, if you would. Take me back to how this all started.
Absolutely. So in 1865, our founder, Jefferson Thompson, who was a Midwest dairy farmer, followed the Great Migration west. He wasn't searching for gold, but in Marin County, he discovered, you know, this beautiful rolling hills, these fog-soaked kind of valleys, and it was the perfect place for dairy farming and making cheese.
Cheese, gold, I feel like same, right?
Exactly. We like to say that he struck gold of a different kind when he found, he purchased a 700-acre ranch and was making cheese there. As kind of the byproduct of butter. So over time, he started making more cheeses and actually really put Marin French Cheese Company on the map with our petite breakfast. And that's a cheese, the origin story is directly related to the California gold rush. After the gold rush, there was an increase in population in the Bay Area that led to an egg shortage. And so he knew that you could start the make process for cheese and then instead of aging it, directly send it out to market. And so our small petite breakfast was born as really a protein-packed egg alternative for failed gold miners in the Bay Area.
There you go. And here we are today. We're experiencing egg shortages as well. So people can turn right back to the cheese to get their protein.
Yes, it's very topical, and protein is clearly very popular these days. So really a perfect opportunity for us to celebrate this cheese.
We're going to dive into these new flavors in just a bit. But how have you guys managed to stay relevant over 160 years later with coming up with, you know, new, fresh ideas?
Yeah, we, you know, Marin French Cheese Company, when you've been around for 160 years, you have time-tested practices and recipes. So we think of that really as a solid foundation, but not a limitation. So we make traditional soft ripened cheeses, we make this fresh soft ripened cheese, but we're not afraid to try new flavors, new formats, and we really listen to our fans, the people who visit us at our creamery and cheese shop, and so we're able to adapt to meet customer feedback and need, and just to continue trying new things. You know, we're not afraid to just see what happens.
So fun. Well, I think with that, we should dive right in. So tell me about the different ones that we have here.
Absolutely. So right here, we have Petite Breakfast.
Okay, and I'm gonna taste while you
please
describe.
jump in. That is the flagship fresh brie. We've always been asked for a larger format, and so this year we're introducing Big Breakfast that you just tried. It is an 8-ounce version of the Petite. So this is essentially a young, unripened brie. Same recipe as a brie cheese, but you'll notice it doesn't have the bloomy white rind that you're used to seeing, and it's not soft, like so soft and creamy inside.
Yeah, ooh.
So you get a really nice kind of curd-like, toothsome, springy quality.
Yeah.
And then also a really culture-forward, kind of tangy flavor.
Yes, all of that in that bite.
Did you agree? You agree?
And
okay.
I like not having to peel off the outside layer of the brie.
Exactly, and that bloomy rind is totally edible, but a lot of people either don't like it, they don't prefer it. It does also get in the way of some of your ability to cook with the cheese.
Yeah.
And so this fresh style of brie really brings some new opportunities.
I want to dive into the next one. We have about a minute here, so tell me about this one.
And then we launched 2 kind of breakfast themes, flavored versions of the Petites. So we have Petite Breakfast Chive with a really bright, herbaceous note. And then, of course, you can't do breakfast without the Everything blend. And so this is our Petite Breakfast Everything. Really bold flavor, some satisfying crunch. Because the cheese is so tangy, I almost feel like it's having a bagel and cream cheese.
It is.
Without the bagel.
I was just gonna say, it tastes just like that. Wow, so delicious. These are both so yummy. Bonnie, how can people get more information to come and visit you and see all that you have to offer?
Absolutely. So we have a really wonderful location. You can come visit us in Petaluma, Cheese Shop, Picnic Grounds. And if you're based in San Francisco, we'll be at SF Cheese Fest on September 13th in the Ferry Building, sampling all these cheeses and more.
Awesome. Bonnie, thank you. This is so delicious. I really appreciate you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, to learn more about Marin French Cheese Co., we'll post a link on our website as well. Head to liveinthebay.tv. Stay right here. After the break, we'll take a look at what's coming up tomorrow on the show. But first, here's what you can catch tonight right here on KRON4. Now let's send things over to Catherine Heenan for the top headlines coming up on KRON4 News at 2. Hey, Catherine.
Hi, Jess. Yeah, we have a lot coming up. Here's what we're working on. Just tap and ride. BART is making some changes. It'll make it easier for people to pay and to get around. And police making a shocking discovery while cleaning out the largest encampment in the South Bay. And what we're learning from police and neighbors after 2 people were killed, shot and killed in the North Bay. That's coming up.
Well, that does it for us today. If you missed anything, you can head to our website, liveinthebay.tv. But 2 amazing organizations that joined us here today, Project Open Hands and Make-A-Wish. Definitely check them both out, see how you can get involved with them, volunteer, and give back to our community. And Marin French Cheese Co. Oh my gosh, delicious cheeses that they are now releasing. Highly recommend you check those out as well. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.